of Cooking with Mama Drea. Today I am bringing you one of my favorite comfort soups. It is a Panera imitation broccoli cheddar soup. It is not healthy, guys. I don't make it very often, but sometimes I just get a craving for it, and when I do, oh, it is so worth it. So you're gonna need quite a few ingredients. It's quite a bit of prep work, but it's actually pretty easy once you get everything ready. So what are we gonna need? We are going to need 1 clove of garlic minced, 1 small white or yellow onion, also diced. You are going to need 2 large carrots cut into very thin little rounds. You're gonna peel them and clean them, of course. You are going to need 4 tablespoons of butter and 1 tablespoon of butter separated. We are gonna fry up our onion and garlic in one of the tablespoons, and we're gonna use the other one to mix with our cream and our flour. And I just realized I forgot to put my flour out, but you are also going to need a 1/4 cup of flour. Just regular, normal flour is fine. You are going to need, if you want for flavor, a 1/4 teaspoon of smoked paprika, not the sweet one, the smoked paprika. Of course, salt and pepper for your flavor as well. You need 500 milliliters or 2 cups of cooking cream, and you also need 500 milliliters or 2 cups of a vegetable broth. Then the last 2 things you will need, of course, if it's a broccoli cheddar soup, we are going to need some cheddar cheese, and we are going to need some broccoli. It is 2 to 3 cups of broccoli chopped up. Also, use the stems, guys. The stems has some of the most nutrition in it. So chop those up, put it in with the florets. Don't only eat the top part, eat the whole thing. And then it is about 200 grams of grated cheddar cheese. The better the quality, the better the taste, because this is where a lot of the flavor is coming from. And then, like I said, that flour, which I will grab before we get started. So you're also going to need a frying pan and a big pot. I'm gonna go ahead and hop over to my frying pan. We're gonna fry up with our 1 tablespoon of butter, and we're going to take our garlic and our onion, and we're gonna fry those up before we get started on our soup. So I'll see you guys in a minute. All right, guys, I've got my butter in here. It is almost melted. This is just my 1 tablespoon. I'm going to throw my onion in there. We are going to fry it for about 2 to 3 minutes until it gets a little bit translucent. And then you are gonna go ahead and throw in the garlic, and you are going to fry that for about 30 seconds to a minute maximum. So this should take 4 to 5 minutes max, depending how long it takes for the onion to really get translucent. So let's get frying and see you guys in a few minutes. Okay, so our next step is to make sort of a roux. We are going to take our 4 tablespoons of butter. We're gonna put them in our pot. We're gonna let it melt, and then we are going to add our 1/4 cup of flour, and we are going to whisk it until the flour and the butter gets thicker. Yeah, so that's what we're gonna do first. It should take just 2 to 3 minutes, 4 minutes max, depending again how hot your pan is, how long it takes your butter to melt. So let's make a roux. I'm gonna add my flour and whisk. Get a nice thick mixture. Make sure you get all the way into those corners. And wait for this to brown a bit. I might add a little bit more butter. Okay, now I'm gonna slowly add my vegetable stock while whisking the whole time. Give that a minute to sit, and then I'm gonna slowly add my cream and let that whisk in as well. Gonna slowly add my cream, whisking as well. Turn the heat a bit. Now we are gonna let this sit and simmer very lightly for about 15 to 20 minutes. And you will have to occasionally whisk it. There's gonna be like a skin that will form on the top, which is fine. Just whisk it in. So I will see you guys in 15, 20 minutes. Bring it to a simmer, let it bubble lightly, and intermittently mix it. See you guys soon. Okay, it has been about 15 minutes. My soup has definitely thickened up. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a bunch of that flavor. So we're gonna add that fried garlic and onion from before. Let's get a little spoon so we get all that goodness out. We are going to add our carrots. We are going to add our broccoli. We're going to add our smoked paprika and your salt and pepper. Now, this is usually per taste. I would recommend about a 1/4 teaspoon of salt and about the same of your fresh ground pepper is always best. If you don't have fresh ground, then just brown pepper. And we're going to mix this in, and we're going to let this simmer again for about 15 to 20 minutes. Now for this one, I am gonna put the lid on because I don't wanna lose too much more of our liquid. We're gonna let this simmer for 15 to 20 minutes, and then we're going to add our cheese, and that's it, then we are done. So grab yourselves your lid, put it on, let your soup simmer at a low simmer for 15 to 20 minutes, and then we'll see you soon. All right, guys, my broccoli and my onion and my carrot and all the goodies and everything have simmered for about 15 to 20 minutes. It is, again, thickened up a bit. And now the last thing we have to do is add our cheese. And all you're gonna do is you're gonna add your cheese, you're gonna mix it in until it is melted, and then your soup is done. You can go ahead and serve it. If you wanna serve it with a little bit of extra cheese on top, you can, but I just generally think it already has enough, so I just tend to serve it as is. And this soup, guys, is definitely a treat. It is so thick and full of flavor and just delicious. So, that's it. Now you have got an extremely creamy, full of flavor, broccoli cheddar soup. Dobro chuť! All right, guys, my soup is done. Oh my goodness, it smells amazing. It is creamy. Oh, let's go ahead and give it a try. I need to be patient. It is still very hot, but I'm really excited. So let's blow on it so we don't burn our tongue. There's nothing worse than burning your tongue on the first bite. Let's see. So good, guys. Definitely give it a try. Looking forward to seeing you next week. Bye.